for Los Blancos tonight. Everything is in place for a fascinating semi-final contest. An electric atmosphere here at a packed Real Arena. Conditions are ideal. Current temperature of 12 degrees 54 in Fahrenheit. And it's Real Sociedad in their traditional blue and white stripes, set to get the action underway. Real Madrid tonight donning the orange away colours, as Mr. José María Sánchez makes the final checks. Final check of the watch, gives a signal, and we're underway in San Sebastián. Real Madrid defending the goal to the right of the screens. And a place in the Seville final at stake here. This is the first leg. The semi-finals played over 2 legs. And a reminder that the return leg will be staged at the Estadio Santiago Bernabéu on the 1st of April. And the final itself is scheduled to take place in the Estadio de la Cartuja in Seville, as we get a chance to see Emmanuel Alguacil desperately looking to secure a berth in the final for his Real Sociedad side. Possession is for the Churiurdin, the blue and whites, as they're known in the local language, Euskera, very much the first language in the Basque Country, and indeed at Real Sociedad, with Real Sociedad known as La Real, and Real Madrid known in Spanish sporting parlance as Madrid, never referred to as Real. It's the home side on the attack. And then he's shot. And it just drifts over the bar. Positive start from the home side. Under Barrenechea. As we see a close-up of Carlo Ancelotti. The home supporters certainly doing their part in spurring the side from San Sebastián on. Kubo just unable to keep the ball in play. Tonight's meeting is the 22nd time that these sides have played in the Spanish Copa del Rey. Games going back to the beginning of the previous century. And everything is very much in the balance, 10 wins apiece, with just 1 game drawn between the Basque side and the side from the capital. It's also the 5th meeting in Copa del Rey finals, and that too is in the balance with 2 wins apiece. Whistle sounds, free kick. And Dani Ceballos seems to be some degree of distress there, just clipped by Brais Mendes. Bellingham finds Fran Garcia. The ball finding its way all the way back to Ondrej Lunin, the Ukraine international, in the sticks this evening. It's a dangerous ball back. And forced to volley clear. Camavinga wins out. And it's Kubo, a lovely 1-2. Kubo through and drives the ball straight at Lunin. Solid goalkeeping from the 26-year-old. First chance of the evening falling the way of Takfese Kubo. It's the first corner kick of the evening for La Real. Ball almost creeping into the net, and Lunin once again was alert and attentive. So it's a bright opening start for the home side. 4 minutes on the clock. And Real Madrid still unable to get out of their own half. going to be a throw in for the visiting side. Hendrick just clipped. And you see Bryce Mendes almost clipping the ball through. Camavinga slowing the ball down. And Lunin grabbing and saving the danger for Los Blancos. Obviously with no Kylian Mbappe in the starting lineup for Madrid tonight. Güler, Hendrick are brought in to accompany Vini Jr. This is the first time that Carlo Ancelotti has opted for a trident of the Turkish striker along with the Brazilian pairing. As we said earlier on, both these sides still involved in 3 competitions. La Real in the Europa League. Big call for a penalty kick. Referee waves play on. The ball falls to Fran Garcia. Well done by Bellingham. Bellingham's got support from Vinny here on the left-hand channel. Opts to go inside. And it's the first shot on goal this evening from Real Madrid. A barrage of whistles as the visiting side attack. Just looking at the incident again. I have to say the Japanese striker did go to ground just that bit easy. Interesting battle developing between Rudiger and Kubo. Alex Ramiro with the goal kick for La Real. Plenty of noise still being generated by the home fans here. The atmosphere in this city today leading up to the game was fantastic. Huge levels of anticipation and excitement amongst the La Real faithful. Despite winning the Copa del Rey in the 2020 season, which was actually played in 2021 due to the COVID situation. The game was played at an empty Estadio La Cartuja. It's certainly one of the matters that Imanol is desperate to rectify, is get his Real Sociedad side back to the Copa final, but this time in front of the blue and white Churi Urdin fans. And certainly in the opening stages here at the Reale Arena, it's the home side playing the more accomplished football. Loose pass picked up by Hendrick. Brazilian marauding forward, and indeed was clipped. It's a free kick from the visiting side. Just clipped in the back by Luka Sucic. Sucic limping out of the Europa League game against Midtjylland. Was expected to miss at least a month, was the initial report from the medical side, but he's made a super quick recovery and is back in the starting lineup tonight for this Copa del Rey semi-final first leg. Bellingham finding Fran Garcia. Vinny dinking it through to Fran Garcia. Beautiful play from the Brazilian. And Garcia sees the ball run out. Good intervention from Bryce Mendes. It's the first corner kick for the visiting side this evening. Plenty of Real Madrid fans too have made the journey up from the Spanish capital. It's about 500 in the second tier, in the corner of the goal, which is currently being marshalled by Alex Ramiro. Ball comes over, headed wide by Bellingham. Frustration for the Englishman. Bellingham back in action again after being ruled out for the 2-0 win last weekend at home to Girona. Obviously his comments to the match official during the game in Pamplona, resulting in a 2-match suspension for the former Dortmund man. And he's also suspended for the Champions League clash, the round of 16 game, which will be played next Tuesday against city rivals Atletico Madrid. Massive game coming up for Real Madrid. They travel to Real Betis this weekend. And again, everything is so tight at the top of the table. No side can take their foot off the gas for a second. Just approaching the 10-minute mark here at the Real Arena in San Sebastián. It remains 0-0 with the best chance of the game falling to Take Kubo. Forcing a fine save from Andre Lunin in the Real Madrid goal this evening. And the ball finds its way back to Lunin. Anxious to play the ball out from the back. Rudiger back to Lunin. And this time Lunin under pressure. Drives the ball downfield. And the referee sounds a whistle again. Vinicius Jr. fouled this time by John Aramburu. Indeed, the Brazilian wrestled to the ground by the man from Caracas. Just an exchange of words there between La Real captain Oyarzabal and Mr. Jose Maria Sanchez. And we're back underway. Asensio gives the ball away. Camavinga forced to slide. Finds Rudiger. Rudiger out to Fran Garcia. Looking up with Vinny Jr. Ceballos. Camavinga. Asensio. Cross ball looking for Vinny. The Brazilian just unable to latch onto that delivery. It's going to be a throw in deep inside Real Sociedad's own half. And we're poised to take the throw in. Real Sociedad too with a massive fixture list. They travel to the Catalan capital this weekend to face Barcelona. And then next week here at the Real Arena they entertain Manchester United in the Europa League. Welcome Sevilla and then pack their bags and travel to Manchester for the return leg of that round of 16 clash in the Europa League against Ruben Amorim's men. Vinny Jr. on the ball, checks under pressure from Take Kubo. Finds Ceballos. Rudiger looks for Camavinga on the far right hand side. Back to Tchouaméni. Under pressure from Oyarzabal. He's forced to go back to Lunin. A little slip up there from Camavinga. And the Frenchman recovers. Great intense pressing here from Real Sociedad, denying Madrid any space and time to compose themselves and pass their way out of trouble. And a gesture from Carlo Ancelotti tells you everything you need to know about how the opening 13-14 minutes of this game have panned out. Real Sociedad definitely the better of the sides. Ball kept in play by Aguerd, another of the recent injury concerns for Imanol. Forced to retire from the win at the weekend against Leganés. And again has made a super quick recovery. And he's back in action tonight, the player on loan from West Ham United. Zubeldia finding the